Hello, my name is Gabriel Silva, and I speak some languages.
Da italiana. This is een beetje in
Today, I'm gonna talk about motivation for learning anything you want, and why getting really into it, of course, really helps. So I'm gonna start with a challenge update. Many of you already know that I'm doing a challenge to complete Polish on Duolingo. And I have a quick update. I am way ahead of schedule, and at this pace, I will finish the challenge 10 days before I predicted it to end. Because I was going to do one topic a day, but I've been doing more. I've been getting ahead. One awesome subscriber asked me in a comment, how are you moving so quickly and getting ahead of schedule with the challenge? So basically, I've been really trying to plow through the lessons on Duolingo, and I really think I can attribute most of my speed to the fact that I'm highly motivated. I really want to get this done. Usually when I do a challenge like this, I get borderline obsessed with it. I really want to progress really quickly. I want to get it done. So I'm excited about it, and I'm moving quite quickly through the lessons. Now that I'm ahead, I may slack off a little bit, so who knows, maybe I won't finish 10 days ahead. But anyway, this brings me to a topic that I think is very valuable for you learning a language or if you're learning anything else. When we get really into something, it's way easier to learn it, of course. But the challenge is often that it's hard to get really into something. So let me give you an example. Once in college, I had to take this course. So I graduated in business. I went to UBC here in Vancouver, and I went to the Sauder School of Business. And I had to take organizational behavior, which is basically psychology for business. And initially, I absolutely hated the course. I had never taken any course like it. I had not taken any psychology courses beforehand, and the first midterm was a disaster. I can't remember what I got, but I didn't do that well. However, of course that I wanted to do well in that course. Otherwise, my overall average was gonna go down. And of course that I didn't want that to happen. So what I did is that I really tried to get into the course. I started really pushing myself to enjoy the course in one way or another. Through exposure, and also because I partnered up with a girl that I was interested in who was also in the class. So that kind of made me enjoy the course a bit more. I was studying with this girl that I had kind of a crush on. I started finding topics within organizational behavior that I was interested in, for example, leadership. And then little by little, my interest in the course really grew. Although initially I thought it was really boring. So eventually what happened is that I managed to fall in love with the course. I got really into it. I studied much harder, and eventually I did really well in the final, and I got an A overall in the course. And I strongly believe that anybody can do this. In the past 15 years or so, I've helped thousands and thousands of students get into the subjects that they were studying. Math, languages, or whatever. If you are learning a language, you probably already like it. However, perhaps you don't enjoy the process as much as you enjoy the language itself. If that's the case, the challenge will be to fall in love with the process as well. And that can be done by finding material that excites you, and you have to slowly get really into the process. If you fall in love with whatever you're trying to learn, whether it's a language or anything else, and you also fall in love with the process, you shall become unstoppable. But now, what if you have to learn something? What if you're just not learning something by choice, like many of us are? Like I'm learning Polish by choice. If you have to learn something, then it may be a bit harder, right? To fall in love with it. And the solution still, of course, is for you to somehow bring yourself to really enjoy it, to fall in love with it. So I will end this video with a quote from the great Nietzsche. He said, "My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati. Not merely bear what is necessary, still less conceal it. All idealism is mendacity in the face of what is necessary, but love it." In other words, you must love what is necessary. You have to find ways to enjoy the process. In my case, I get really into the languages that I'm learning. I get really into the process as well, and that triggers me to progress a bit quicker. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click on the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click on my face to do so. That's all for today, and good luck, my friends, learning whatever you want.